I am in a city in Wisconsin whose name is also its location.
We thank the underwriters of John McGivern's Main Streets because without them, we couldn't make this show.
Yes, Greendale is beautiful on the outside. But it's what's inside that counts. Who doesn't love opening a door to great food? Whether you want to go casual, upscale, or maybe you want to try something brand new. Come on in. You just gotta see Greendale.
My father taught me that to make great bakery, you have to do it the right way. O&H Danish Bakery, where Kringle traditions begin.
You'll find your bright spot in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Heiser Automotive is honored to help John McGivern and his team arrive safely to many main streets. We are committed to remaining true to the Heiser way. Do what's right for our customers, our employees, and the communities we serve. We are happy to help.
From the Green Circle Trail to Point Brewery, you'll find more fun in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Your community's best selfie spot is your type.
There's no place like Oconomowoc. Explore, play, shop, stay. Visit Oconomowoc.
Horicon Bank, West Bend Insurance Company, the Friends of Main Streets, and the Friends of PBS Wisconsin.
'Cause these are main streets, something about a hometown speaks to me. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. The heart and soul of communities right here on these main streets.
Welcome to West Bend, Wisconsin, which is situated where the Milwaukee River bends west. I love it when a name makes sense. West Bend has a population of about 31,000 people. It is in southeast Wisconsin, about 3 hours north of Chicago, and less than an hour northwest of Milwaukee. It is in the middle of Washington County, where US Highway 45 and State Highway 33 intersect. This is West Bend.
Now, I'll tell you how West Bend got its name.
No, we've already covered that.
Oh.
What else you got?
Okay, do you know how West Bend really became a hub?
No, talk to me.
All right, good. So 1840s, Milwaukee, thriving. Fond du Lac, thriving. But to get between the two took more than a day of travel, and that was by horse. So it was just a long trip. So they decided, let's try to find a good halfway point to give travelers an option. Surveyors came in. They realized the ideal spot was right where the Milwaukee River had a little bend west.
Yeah.
Bend west. That's the community's name.
And obviously not everybody just passed through.
No, they stopped, especially once the railroad came to town and got built, which was back in 1873. That brought new residents and new businesses, and the economy was really good.
So business-wise, those that put their roots down, do I know any of them?
So West Bend Mutual Insurance.
Oh, sure.
West Bend Aluminum Company, Amity Leather.
Oh, that's what we got for 8th grade graduation in Amity Leather.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, but Amity Leather billfold is what we got.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
I also read that in the 1930s, business was so good that West Bend, Wisconsin was one of the only cities in the entire United States that did not suffer the Great Depression.
Oh, but that's incredible. Well, they're still really strong, and so much is made here. Egg equipment and plastic graphics and still insurance.
And time's up.
Oh.
So, we got to get to it. Here we come. People know West Bend because of West Bend Insurance, don't they?
Yeah, well, they knew West Bend first because of pots and pans, yes.
Oh, sure.
But now I like to say they know West Bend because of the silver lining. That's our brand.
Kevin, I grew up knowing this as West Bend Mutual.
Yes.
Why is it now just West Bend Insurance Company?
So a lot of mutual insurance companies are now going to what's called a holding company, West Bend Mutual Holding Company.
Okay.
And so it's still a mutual, but we now are referring to ourselves as West Bend Insurance Company now.
Prairie Center, what is this?
So in 2008, we doubled the size of this building and we decided to build this conference center. And so this hosts all of our company meetings and hosts all of our agent meetings, but it also hosts well over 100 nonprofit meetings, galas, celebrations.
Yeah.
It really has become a great asset for our community and a meeting place for so many people and so many organizations.
Did you come here for West Bend Insurance?
Yes, we came here from West Bend Insurance. My wife and I have been here 30 years, and I retired in March, and they still got me working.
You're retired?
I am retired.
Talked about the 5 Gs.
Yeah.
What are they again?
Yeah, I have a 5G
Let's hear it.
plan in this order, this priority. It's God, it's grandma, which is my wife, it's grandchildren, it's golf and gardening. And that's in order, but my wife claims I have it out of order, that I'm too golfing and gardening too much.
In summer.
Yeah, well, that's what I told her.
It's limited.
That's what I told her.
Yeah. And you told me that you still have an office here.
Yeah, I'm now really involved in a group of private citizens who helped create a 20-year master plan for our city. And one of the first things was to green up downtown. And so they did a beautiful job of redoing downtown. We're involved in the Riverwalk.
Looks great.
Yeah, and you know, people come and are surprised and then leave saying, I'll be back.
Yeah. And if somebody says West Bend Mutual, you're not like, listen.
No,
it's all fun.
I love it. In fact, I get caught all the time saying West Bend Mutual.
Do you?
Yes.
It's okay, but you're retired.
Yeah, I can do that.
One thing you can't help but notice in West Bend is all the new residential properties, which is great. Right here at the north end of Main Street in West Bend is a brand new complex called The District. And then there's the repurposed old buildings with the new residential life, like the Amity Leatherworks headquarters. Don't you wonder if it still smells like leather in there? We're on Main Street in downtown West Bend at a place called the Norbert. It's part of a restaurant group that has two restaurants, the Norbert and the Orville. Where did those names come from?
Sure. My grandfather, Norbert, born in 1913, and my other grandfather, Orville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And concept-wise?
We do world cuisine here, so we're always doing new flavors. And then up the street, it's a little bit more traditional. It would be reminiscent of a Wisconsin supper club / bistro. I also wanted to do something a little bit more metropolitan in a small town. Why don't we just bring some of that to West Bend? So that's what we did. It starts with the executive chef, Colin. I really invite him and his staff at both restaurants to think outside the box.
We try to keep every customer experience really unique to the customer and to their dining preferences. This is our scallops, so that's a sweet corn and miso broth.
And small plates are small plates, so people are sharing these small plates.
Exactly.
He's incredible. His landscape on the flavors and things he's willing to try and bend, even for a big metropolitan area like Milwaukee or Chicago, he's doing it right here in West Bend. He's incredible.
Our little play on fried chicken.
On fried chicken, yeah.
I think we have a reputation in the community that they know we don't put out bad food. So I think that opens up a lot more people to trying things. We try to push seasonality, but then things will rotate in and out depending on availability. What do you think?
Oh, they're great.
Fried chicken?
Please. For somebody to have a taste of this, what do you hope for?
I want you to try something that maybe is outside your comfort zone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we really like to put a twist on it. See how far we can push a piece of fried chicken, you know?
This is kind of my favorite right here.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's something about West Bend, though, that really works for a restaurant like this now.
Yeah. I think there's a real energy that's happening here.
People love you here.
I'm so blessed. This is a great community.
I am going to get my steps in today. Have you ever walked a labyrinth before? I have not, but I assume most people in West Bend have, because look at this. This is a beautiful Creighton Labyrinth. It's 90 feet in diameter and made up of 7 circuits. The flowers are outstanding. I mean, this is beautiful. How about a slow stroll down a Riverwalk? They have put a lot of time and money into beautifying this space, and let me tell you, it makes all the difference. Old Settlers Park is so pretty in the summer, but trust me, come back during the holidays, you will thank me. West Bend is so walkable.
West Bend covers 14.72 square miles, which is about 9,400 acres. 1,300 of those acres is occupied by what?
There are 36 properties within 1,300 acres that make up open space, parks, rivers, woods, ball diamonds, and so much more. And a big thanks to the City of West Bend Parks and Recreation and Forestry Department. They take care of it all.
I'm standing in front of what used to be the Washington County Jail.
It was built in 1886, hence the name, 1886 Jailhouse.
Yeah.
So in the first half of the building, it was a residence. Feels very much like a home. So this front room was the sheriff's office. You would be fingerprinted and then have your picture taken. So that
this
classic,
is the booking
mugshot photo with all the numbers. It's
so
intense,
was it
really.
the sheriff that lived here? Or
It was. So the sheriff and his family, and it was really a whole household chore to keep this place operating.
Arrest report, May 21st, 1920. Infractions. Michael Beckford leaving his horse unattended on Main Street.
But then when you walk straight down the center hallway, it's a dramatic flash of a change to the cell block.
So the house is cut in half.
So this cell block had plumbing.
Plumbing.
Yes.
An overnight guest. And it's metal floor.
So there's 4 cell blocks down here and then another 4 on the top.
I'm gonna be good. I don't want to go to jail. Not quite a whirlpool. That was a sitz bath, wasn't it? Here's where where you got your visitors. How's it going in there?
This was an active operating jailhouse for 75 years.
75 years.
Yep, and then the state came, told Washington County, look guys, you've got to build a better facility with more security and better amenities. So
Yeah.
they did.
It's kind of amazing. The whole thought of like the family taking care of all of this.
It's a beautiful home, but you would hear the noise. You would get to know the people staying there.
Right. Shut up.
I know.
And tour-wise, there's not many tours. This is open when there's a special event.
You can set an appointment and we'll do our best to give like a bespoke custom tour. Our long-term vision is to reactivate this space once again.
Lights out, boys. Stay safe, everyone. Talk about longevity business-wise in West Bend. Tenney's Ace Hardware, Winkler's Office City, Hussar's House of Fine Diamonds, still owned and operated by the same families that started these businesses over 50 years ago. Longevity, business, West Bend. Yep. We're at Ray's Shoe Repair in West Bend.
35 years ago,
Yeah.
every town had a shoe repair. Everything's changed. People don't fix watches anymore.
Right.
You don't fix your TV. You just go to Walmart, buy a new one.
But people come in to get shoes resold?
Yeah. That's probably 4 soles he's had on that shoe.
How many years has he been wearing these, do you think?
Oh, I bet you 25, 35.
Oh, I hope he's watching.
So that's a Red Wing boot.
He's working, that guy, isn't he?
So that's a new sole. It's turned into more sewing, actually. You got a purse in, you got a belt in. It's a lot of sewing stuff.
I've worn these for years, so it looks like the stitching has come out.
We can glue it.
Tell me, oh, why won't you stitch it?
Well, it's actually fake stitching. Yeah.
Will you glue these and put a little sole on there?
Yeah, you glue all that back, stick that on. Do you like the shoe?
I
Well,
do.
Fix it. That's what you got to do. If you like it, fix it.
Yeah. Who taught you to do this stuff?
My dad and my brother took a course at MATC in Milwaukee. So it was just kind of like a side business.
For your dad after retirement?
Yeah, something to do. 10 years from now, you have a hard time finding a shoe repair.
And there's nobody here, no young guy who came in here and said...
Wants to buy it for $1 million?
Yeah.
No. $500,000 I would have took, but not.
This is right where the West Bend Company used to be. In 1921, they introduced a product that became the most popular seller. They called it the waterless cooker. Do you have any idea what a waterless cooker might be?
Who knew a waterless cooker? Also a crock pot. I had no idea. I had the West Bend Aluminum Company to thank for making dinner so easy for me.
In this building, we think we make the best cookware in the world. About 95% of everything we sell is made right here in West Bend, Wisconsin.
We're talking about Regal Ware. We're inside the factory at Synergy Ops. This is Ryan Regal. How are
Hey,
you?
John.
Good to
I'm
see
doing
you.
great. Thanks for being here.
So it's Regal Ware.
Regal Ware, correct.
And Regal is your last name.
That is correct.
But it's not spelled the same.
Spelled a little bit different. My great-grandfather changed the name back in the early 50s to Regal, R-E-G-A-L, Ware, so it was easy to pronounce. And we also put the crown on it. And so we became the crowning touch in housewares. So that's what happened.
So West Bend Company and Regal Ware were two different companies.
Fierce competitors.
Fierce competitors.
Regal Ware and the West Bend Company, we lived in everybody's homes.
Yeah.
As we helped America grow up, both manufacturing and housewares.
It's so good. So Regal Ware took over what was West Bend Company?
That's correct. And today we're one big happy family.
We're in the factory at Synergy Ops, which is really part of Regal Ware, yeah?
Right.
When you did that, why?
It was all part of our bigger strategy, and we're going to create these credible divisions. And we're seeing opportunities, John, that we haven't seen quite literally in probably 20 or 30 years. We have Chinese manufacturers coming to us to ask us to make product. When's the last time anybody's heard of that?
So in China, it will say made in USA.
Made in the USA. Made in the USA.
Is there room to grow in the building that you're in?
Absolutely.
There is.
When we do implementations of robotics or lean practices. It's never about reducing headcount.
Like this is working on a product today that may change tomorrow.
That's the name of the game, is it's consistency as well as flexibility.
And the brain work that makes this work are the people that work here as well.
It's about how do you ultimately find the right people that can do this stuff.
This isn't gonna...
No, step on the gas. Oh, we're good. We'll do it one more time. Gotta have a little finesse.
Shut up, Sean. I quit!
No, we're good. And that's why I love what we make. Our products are incredible, but I think it's our people that are really the most important thing. And that's kind of cliche to say, but I truly, truly mean it. The products are a byproduct, ultimately, of the people we have. And this product right here, this goes to over 60 different countries around the world.
Wow. And
right here in West Bend.
Out of West Bend.
Out of West Bend.
It's so great.
It is always so fun to feature a community's local treasure. And here in West Bend, that treasure is the Eisenbahn Trail. Eisenbahn actually is a German word that means iron road, since that's exactly what it was made to be back in 1871. The Washington County segment of this trail was finished in 2006, and it is a local favorite. Why didn't I bring my dog or my skis? I did one thing right. I didn't bring my horse.
Okay, I'm going to test your age and your memory. Do you remember the exclusive company? Oh, come on. You do. There were 11 of them. The original one, 1956, downtown West Bend. This is it. Now it's called The Beat Goes On. Just a few years ago, vinyl was out and CDs were in. Now CDs out, vinyl back in. So everything old is new again. I am so new. No, we're not in my closet. These are costumes. This is all yours.
It is all mine.
Let's talk. 19 years you've been here.
Yes.
And you're a costumer?
Yes.
You're a costume rentaler?
Yes.
You're a costume builder?
Yes.
Follow us.
This is toys and games like Mario, food and drinks, yeah. Wizards, yeah.
Wizards.
Your elves, your Santas, and the lederhosen. And then here's all the kilts. These are farm animals. And chickens. Chickens are popular, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Are you keeping up?
And that's clowns. We keep the clowns in the back because you'd be surprised how many people are afraid of clowns.
How many costumes are in this shop?
Well, the thing is there's pieces, so I would say there's at least 10,000 pieces.
This is an entire row of capes?
Here's our pirates. Yeah, our Uncle Sam's, our leprechauns, our Easter bunnies. How about a minion? And arms out.
There we go.
Pull your own shorts down. It's very hard to see.
What are you looking at?
Some of them have built-in fans.
Obviously, you didn't give me one of them.
People that are coming in to have fun.
I had a fancy aunt. Her name was Aunt Luann. So, Aunt Luann. All the masks on top.
We have the scary ones on this side because the little kids will come in and cry, and then I'll go, oh, look, there's the Flintstone.
Oh, right. Are there many of these still?
There was a guy in from Madison. He said, it's either you or Chicago.
The thought that this is just you is kind of amazing to me.
Oh, thank you.
This is one of your favorite places,
One
you
of
tell
my
me.
favorite places, yes.
We are at MOA, Museum of Wisconsin Art.
Here
and this
in
is
West
my
Bend.
first time here.
Yeah.
So does that mean that all of the art in there is just by Wisconsin artists?
Wisconsin artists and those who have connection to Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We're outside.
Okay.
This is the garden, right?
Beautiful.
What do we have here?
They look kind of like a white birch tree.
Wrong. Aspen.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any idea how many there are?
Like 400. Yeah.
702.
Oh.
And look at what we have here.
Beautiful hydrangeas.
How many of them?
I don't know, 300?
1,200.
Oh.
You can come any time of the year and enjoy the outdoor space. What I love most is what's inside.
I'm a little intimidated by museums, I have to tell you. So
It's
I'm really
fine.
glad we're going in together because you know so much and I know so little.
So what they have here is 5 permanent collection galleries. These are them.
Okay.
They have 2 exhibition galleries, and then they have these flexible spaces where art is exhibited.
I did not know museums had pieces of this size.
Would that fit in your living room?
No.
No?
One fit in 3 living rooms.
That's Karl von Maur. I believe that was painted in the 1800s in Germany, but his family ended up in Milwaukee, and this is on loan.
It's on loan because they don't have a place to put it.
Obviously, they've got, their family room's a little smaller. What do those look like to you?
The prettiest balloons I've ever seen. You?
Beach balls, but it's blown glass.
It's called Milk and Cookies, but I don't see cookies anywhere in the piece.
Milk and cookies.
Right? Where is it?
Emmy, the artist is Tom Utic, but I want you to guess the name of that.
Well, I see 2 groupings of each animal, so I'm gonna say it's like a North Noah's Ark.
Not close.
No.
No, it's called Wipe My Tears.
Are we almost done? Because there's some really good shops downtown that have really great snacks and things.
We're very different.
We are. I'm gonna go see the downtown. I just love a downtown filled with cute little shops. Oh. Candy necklace, gummy bears, total score. Yes. Ooh, the mountain mix. A little sweet, a little salty. Look at this, voted one of the top 8 burgers in the state. Now stop following me so I can find a table and eat.
I don't think she really enjoyed it. If you were to come into the West Bend Music Academy and say, oh, they just sell instruments here and they just give music lessons here, you would be wrong, because even though they do both those things, here in the basement, they have a video and podcast studio, so people have a place to record, and they're developing new technology so that they can help students learn. And to think I just came here to look at a guitar.
I came in just for an iced coffee, and then I realized there's a whole lot more good things going on here. So the Volunteer Center of Washington County owns and operates this nonprofit cafe called Social Good Brews. The Volunteer Center is also housed in this building, and part of every tip that you leave here, it goes back into the community and is shared among 58 different nonprofits. I'll drink to that.
Coming to West Bend, I was so excited about this story. It's called The Bend. It's the theater in downtown. I'm so glad that this sign is lit up, and again, the doors are open, because for a long time it wasn't.
That's right. It was closed for about 10 years. And then our nonprofit, the Historic West Bend Theater, we acquired the building in about 2016, 2017.
And what shape was this building in?
Actually horrible. There
Was it?
There was actually a hole in the ceiling.
Wow.
So rain was just pouring in, and the basement was flooded.
Talk about the history of this building.
The building opened in November of 1929. It originally was a vaudeville stage, and then it was a movie theater after that for about 80 years.
And now the mission and purpose of this building is what?
It's really a community space. When we did this restoration, we had to do $4.6 million in fundraising. We said this was going to be a community space.
Yeah. So here we are with 100, how many seats on the?
130 on this floor.
So if it's a small, intimate show, you can turn those
We can
lights
close
off,
that off,
and
yeah.
this is and you can add a couple rows. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, we have some table seats that we put out there. Have a little place for their bottle of wine.
Right. Because there is a bar.
You know, during the restoration, the big, we call it the Blade, the big West Bend sign, was taken down. And people were really upset, because when you look down Main Street, what do you see? The big West Bend sign.
Right.
So they were so happy when it came back
Better
up.
come back.
And we had one of those big light switches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we have sellout crowds, then we change the lighting configuration to a racetrack.
When they drive up, they're like, oh, it's the racetrack. I can't
And I
get
didn't get my
seats.
tickets on time. We have a lot of people tell us that this is where they came for their first dates, their first kiss.
No, this is iconic to this community, and the fact, again, that these doors are open is just such a joy for this community. Thanks for talking to me.
You bet, John.
Appreciate it.
Our pleasure having you here.
Thanks. Emmy, a city of 32,000 people with a world-class museum, a state-of-the-art theater.
A charming downtown that's been revitalized.
West Bend, a perfect Wisconsin city.
He said it.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be. The heart and soul of communities right here.
And obviously Ringleaf.
The circus.
And then there's the old, no, Sorry. She's dingy. Quiet on the set. That was fun. It was funny. Stop.
All right, so can we do that again?
Oh my God.
We thank the underwriters of John McGivern's Main Streets because without them, we couldn't make this show.
Yes, Greendale is beautiful on the outside. But it's what's inside that counts. Who doesn't love opening a door to great food? Whether you want to go casual, upscale, or maybe you want to try something brand new. Come on in. You just gotta see Greendale.
My father taught me that to make great bakery, you have to do it the right way. O&H Danish Bakery, where kringle traditions begin.
You'll find your bright spot in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Heiser Automotive is honored to help John McGivern and his team arrive safely to many main streets. We are committed to remaining true to the Heiser way. Do what's right for our customers, our employees, and the communities we serve. We are happy to help.
From the Green Circle Trail to Point Brewery, you'll find more fun in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Your community's best selfie spot is your type.
There's no place like Oconomowoc. Explore, play, shop, stay. Visit Oconomowoc.
Horicon Bank, West Bend Insurance Company, the Friends of Main Streets, and the Friends of PBS Wisconsin.
Oh, this looks like your style.
It really is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of Bob Ross. No?
Exactly.